I'm Carol Angela Davis. Thank you for joining me on your financial blog and commentary. Today is Monday. It's the 26th of April, 2010. We have news for you, some news on the vote in the Senate expected today on financial reform for Wall Street. Also today, we have news for you over at the SEC. We'll tell you what's going on with Goldman Sachs and that fraud investigation. Plus, we have news for you. The company that owns the American Idol franchise will tell you what's going on there. Plus, we'll look at your iPad. Is it being pirated? Oh, yeah, already. You betcha. And then a big buyout in the rental car industry. Stay tuned for the details. I'll be right back.
In America, 500,000 businesses are started each year. What does it take to launch a successful company? Discover the answers as entrepreneur Michael Vedini interviews the area's premier business leaders.
There's no better time right now for anyone to start a business.
Success is opportunity, timing, luck.
I knew that it was going to take a lot of hard work.
It's all about leadership. That's where it starts.
Join us for American Entrepreneur.
I'm Carol Angela Davis. Thank you for joining me on your financial vlog and commentary today, Monday, April 26, 2010. Expect a late afternoon vote today to move ahead with the Senate financial reform bill, but don't expect any Republican support. You're shocked, right? No Republican support. How can we do anything? That, of course, is the point. Expect the Republicans to do their usual, and that is delay until they and their buddies can make as much money as they can and get as much money from lobbyists as they possibly can. Republicans do have enough seats in the Senate to block the start of debate. Without at least one Republican vote, debate will not move forward. The strategy on the Democratic side is to force Republicans to either allow debate or to go on record opposing Wall Street reforms. Those reforms, of course, are strongly supported by us, the public, the people who got totally screwed by Wall Street. Okay? Think about that. For the Republicans, they say the two sides are very, very close in concept. Where have we heard that before? But still had to iron out differences over 2 or 3 provisions. Where have we heard that before? It's very tedious. Where have we heard that before health reform? And adding that a deal by Monday, of course, is doubtful. But then you're shocked. This, as you know, will be the most sweeping reform of Wall Street since the Great Depression. Get it done. Meanwhile, the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission's Inspector General, is going to initiate an investigation into the SEC's filing of fraud charges against Goldman Sachs. It's all led by Representative Darrell Issa, a Republican out of California. He and 8 other Republicans sending a letter to the SEC asking whether politics has unduly influenced the decision to file the complaint. I'll say the last 8 years of Republican administration, how come nobody filed anything against Goldman Sachs? They didn't just start making boatloads of cash yesterday, thank you very much. I mean, come on. Okay, so we'll see what happens there. We are glad they brought that up because there's a whole lot of people in the previous administration that, in my opinion, need to be charged and probably need to go to jail. So thank you, Darrell. In other news, the company that owns the American Idol franchise, that would be CKX Corp., it is in late stages of a buyout transaction led by One Equity Partners. That is a private equity arm of J.P. Morgan. The deal paying CKX shareholders about $6 a share. That is a 9% increase over the closing price last Thursday. Chief Executive Robert F.X. Sillerman is expected to retain his 20.6% stake in the company. Looking at the iPad, oh yeah, though it's just 3 weeks after the global launch of the iPad, you can already get one pirated in China. Now there's a shock. Those tablet PCs are on the shelves in China. Piracy is the name of the game. As you know, Apple recently delayed the international launch of the iPad after huge demand here in the United States. But to go, if you want one, go to an electronics mall in Shenzhen, that is the southern Chinese boomtown near the border of Hong Kong. That's where you can get one. The pirated iPad, we should tell you, it is thicker than the real one. It has 3 USB ports and it is more rectangular in shape than the original. It runs the Windows operating system and looks like a big iPhone. It cost about $410, which is different from the US's version, which cost the real version, not the US, the real one, which costs anywhere from $499 to $699. And the pirates, for their part, they say they are working hard on an updated version. Why stop pirating when you can keep going of the pirated iPads to fuel strong demand? That is so shameful. Then finally today, U.S. car rental company Hertz Global Holdings agreeing to buy Dollar Thrifty Automotive Group. That price about $1.2 billion. The deal should make Hertz the market leader. It is expected to do so at least. Hertz held a U.S. market share of 25.7% as of September 2009. At that time, Enterprise had a market share of 31.4%. and Avis Budget had 28.9%. Dollar Thrifty has about 12%. So the combining of Hertz and Dollar will give Hertz about 38% market share, making it the market leader. Those are your stories. Thanks for joining me. That's your commentary. Share me, bookmark me, send me to a friend, subscribe to me, become my friend. Those are your stories. See you tomorrow.